Oh, goody.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? Zombies here again. And today we have a new comp for you. So it is finally time for dragons. This has been a long time coming, and I actually opened this Diamond Alex in my my openings trying to get longs in when the patch hit. And so it just kind of felt like a sign that, alright, Sinestra was really good in the last meta, and now we have even more dragon support. This build isn't using Yulon, but I do want to try some cool stuff with him soon. So that is something that's on the radar. But for now, we are doing you're doing this to just kind of try some stuff out, experiment a little. I will warn y'all, I am probably going to be pretty rusty. It has been over a week since I've PvP'd. Just life stuff and the grind, have been keeping me busy. So I figured that, triple dragons, I saw a few people talking about it in the Discord actually, so I wanted to give it a word for myself. So in terms of equipment, we're using Alex Strauss's brooch here to get some additional damage here, or extra health. The health actually can be rather relevant sometimes, and people often don't see it coming. Dragonflight Talisman is also not like a bad option, but I think the extra damage is better on Alex, at least for this build. Sinestra, Mana Brooch, the extra damage you're not taking is really, really important in my opinion, and being able to cycle these two abilities. Also, Racking Swipe is it's actually a lot better than I thought it would be, because you hit a blue on turn 1 with this. Not only are you critting them for 26, but you have dragons, right? Even if you break up your lead and you only have 2 dragons, you're getting that bleed for 10, and that bleed is really powerful. Like, it's going to be hitting them for 20 every single turn if you get it on a blue. That is a lot of damage. So that really overperformed, and I was really surprised that Sinestra actually could be a pretty decent opener. You do just have to be careful, especially if you're running into things like GVT, as they will kind of burst her down before she can do anything as a lead. So watch out for that. And then Long Jin, our new character here. I love this character. This ability right here, Among the Stars, I think is one of the coolest abilities in the game right now. And with our equipment here, we have it give additional health, 4 more health, and it also grants health to your dragon. So we get, our dragons bigger. I do like his other abilities too, especially if nature is more popular. It's possible that this anti-nature damage passive could be really, really strong. But for this build, I really like this one for Among the Stars. Celestial, all his abilities are good. The only downside with this ability right here, it's still really good, but it does not trigger if he dies, so that's one interaction you do want to know about. It will trigger every time he takes damage, so if they do like a Localar AoE or a Diablo AoE, this is going to go off a lot, but it will not, if the damage kills him, it will not trigger off of that hit of damage. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but that is how it works currently. And then for our backline, we're trying something a little different. Sky Admiral Rogers. Rogers is fantastic. She really pulled her weight a ton, and Master Tactician is just such an insane ability. Firing position too, to be honest. Skyguard's also really good, but so far these two have been like the MVPs in this comp, because being able to speed up your dragons who are normally rather slow is very powerful. And it's, unless they're, fully Valera sped up, a lot of comps can't act too much faster than 2. So really good. And then we have Diablo to kind of pair with Rogers a little bit. Basically, we're using Rogers kind of in place of Karen, although I suppose you could try Karen in a build like this. He might not be bad, but I wanted to try something a little bit different, and we hadn't seen Diablo in a while, so I thought it would be fun to break him out again and see how he ends up doing in the current meta and this new meta that's kind of shifting as people get their new characters up. And last but not least, we do have Localar. Localar is just an insane unit. I wanted another red to balance out the comp and kind of not give away what we're running. We have 2/2/2 in terms of color, so that makes it really nice and easy to kind of make it hard for our opponent to guess what we're running, assuming they haven't seen our comp before, which they probably haven't because this is pretty new. So the one thing I will warn about is Frost Valera can be tricky sometimes. You know, this comp is one that is definitely weak to freeze effects, so I think if you're running into a ton of that, it might be worth swapping Localar for something like Ragnaros, so that way you can open a Rag lead and stop them from getting their freezes off. I thought Localar would be pretty good, because a lot of the time, you know, Valera, Frost Valera, you know, they're acting so fast that we can punish them with Hailstorm, but basically they just freeze Localar. If you get him out on turn 1 with an alternate opener, they can freeze him and then pick him off next turn before he can really do anything. So he's not quite as much of a Valera counter or Valera Frost counter as I was kind of hoping. So if you are running into a lot of that, I recommend maybe trying out Ragnaros instead. But he's still a very, very powerful unit, and he definitely won more than one game for me. So he's definitely not bad in the comp. He just doesn't fill the exact role I was hoping he was going to. But this is still a very new comp, still in development and all that. But we are going to get into the games here. Before we do so, if you enjoy the content, do remember to like and subscribe. It really does a whole ton to help out the channel and keep the Mercenaries videos coming. So without further ado, let's get into the games. All right, and we have ourselves a game. So 2 reds, 1 green, 3 blue. That could mean like a shadow GVT. We've been seeing some of that recently. What else could it be? I think that's the biggest thing I could think of. So if it is shadow GVT, maybe we want to do like double dragon and Localar to kind of play around Valera, possibly. Let's try that out. So we'll go Longjin, Alexstrasza, Localar as our openers. Normally I would like to go full 3 dragons, but oh. Well, this isn't good.
Hold, villain. You face the fury of the dragonflights.
Well, we can kind of beat up on Samuro, which I think is going to be important.
Job's done.
Yeah, GVT kind of making a resurgence recently, so definitely kind of not great not having Sinestra here. Yep, and they go into it. Xaxes on the Samuro there is pretty nice. We'll go our 3rd dragon here. I do want to try Yulon in a dragon build too, but this is kind of the first one I decided to go with. Alright. Interesting. So they have Thrall for the Sinestra. That's definitely annoying. We're going to try and play around it like this.
Job's done.
Give us some extra health too, which is very nice. Yep, so that basically just saved our Sinestra. Because now we can heal up, prevent more damage. So we're probably going to lose both our units here, unfortunately.
Job's done.
I guess we actually do this to basically try and get some damage off before we die. And I guess this is technically more damage and faster. Let's try it. Alright, so the heal is pretty big there, actually. my god, we lived at 1. That's insane. That is absolute insanity. We definitely want to bring out the Diablo here, I think. Though there is a consideration for Rogers, to be honest. Speed this up so we can heal it. That's probably too greedy, though. I think we just want to get Diablo down. Sinestra did her job, and she did it well. Interesting. So they got nature in the back. So we can play a little bit of mind games here. Swap. And then what do we want to do with the Diablo? Probably just punch in, I think. Slow down the Brucon. Actually, I'm more scared of Malfurion. So let's hit the Malf. Do we want to slow him, though, is the question? Probably not. Also gives us some residual damage, which I don't really like. The extra health on the dragons there is gigantic, though. Look at that. Oh my god. This is sick. Oh my god, and Sinestra lives. Sinestra lives! And they're not sped up. This has been a crazy game. Absolute insanity, this game. Because we can just heal and they can't do anything about it. Rogers can go for... Yeah, we got there. Wow, what a game. That extra dragon HP 100% won us that. Crazy. All right, so 3 reds. Interesting. This could be GVT. If it is GVT, we probably want a local R open. Let's try an opener like this. Whoa, what is this? Oh, it's Mr. Smite combo? Alright, well, I'll be honest, I was not expecting this. Focus throw Kara, I think. And damage here. Alright. So they're gonna try and go off with like their combo here, I guess. What's a good way we could play around this? We probably just swap positions. Is it right to just heal? I think we heal, swap positions, and maybe we just pass. I think it's actually right to just pass and not play into their stuff. I think that's correct. They can really only beat us if, like, we play into their combo. Yeah, easy. Oh, it's attacked, right? Not damaged. It's been a while since I've ran into Mr. Smite. But we should probably be in a fine spot here. We'll do this. And then maybe we just snowball. Actually, we'll do Frost Shock on the Smite.
Job's done.
Excellent.
Yeah, they know. GG. All right, 2-2-2. What do we do here? Maybe some kind of different lead. Maybe we keep the dragons back. Try it like that for one round. Eh, we don't know what he's playing, so we'll go full dragon. They're thinking about it.
Embrace nothing.
Oh, Shadow Samara.
Hold, villain. You face the fury of the dragonflights.
Alright. Bump in there. Damage there, damage there. So they're gonna focus my blue, yep. Now we do our Rogers thing.
Show them what we're made of.
Job's done.
Yeah, so I guess this one matchup is seeming pretty decent for us, even though we do lose our dragon on one. That really hurts, though. They lose Vol'jin, though, which is pretty good for us. Double reds, so we want to get our red out. Oh, jeez, it's Thrall. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I do not like that at all. Decent damage with lock here. Oh, I just... Oh, wow. Actually, the Rogers. Insane there. I love Rogers. She's so much fun. I think she just won us this game. And Valera, okay. I mean, it's fine. Speed this up. No reason to not kill this and then just Hailstorm.
Job's done.
Alright, they healed themselves. It's a little annoying. But, no big deal. Local R is still more than strong enough to basically solo. GG. Alright. Looks like it's the same guy. So you can actually just open full dragon. And there shouldn't be any problem with this. Respect for trying to make the Mr. Smite combo work. It's a very fun and cool combo, but I think dragons are going to give them a bit of a hard time.
Villain, you face the fury of the dragonflights.
Alright, so how do you want to do this? Focus this. Go for the bleed, and... Alright, so we need to heal this turn. We're going to swap positions, and we will heal our Alex. Oh, no. Alright, well, this is fine. They didn't get to make it big every time it swung, so should be good.
I'm not too young to fight.
Alright. Flame buffer. We'll do this. This is just dead if Sinestra lives. Did we just heal again?
Job done.
Yeah. Very nice. Oh wow, Illidan?
My blades. Job's done.
If we heal this, actually. You do want to swap these two. It's probably just right to go for damage on the Illidan, to be honest. Instead of healing. We have a whole backline. It's really annoying that doesn't hit again when it goes off, but Is what it is. Local R should get us there, I think. We'll just speed up into Diablo AoE.
Show them what we're made of.
Try and deal as much damage as we can there. Big damage. That hurts, but GG. So they got some cool combos off there that time. That was pretty neat. Maybe I'll have to try some smite action out sometime. Alright, so we had pretty decent success with this comp, to be honest. Biggest thing, Mind Games with Among the Stars is so freaking cool. There's like a game or two that I didn't bother including, but I basically almost won off the back of that entirely. Just got kind of a little unlucky with kind of flips at the end, but this ability is just crazy. And I think we're going to be seeing a lot of it, especially as we eventually get more arcane units. Because right now, he's really the only good arcane unit, in my opinion. Millhouse really isn't great, and Tyrande also isn't really great. But I think we're going to get some more arcane support, and when we do, this guy's going to get even crazier. He's already good, but it's one of those things that people will probably, learn to play around a bit more, but it's funny because even if they learn to play around it, you can never fully know. You could always go that second layer of mind games and play around them playing around it, right? So I love that kind of stuff. I think it adds a lot of fun to the game. Alex was really good, to be honest. Like, she kind of overperformed. Even though she's slower, this ability right here has been pretty strong. The fact that you have flexibility between the healing and the damage is very nice. And Flame Buffet, just, having those dragons out to enable getting this off more often is very sweet. I do wish this didn't have a cooldown, to be honest. Like, maybe it would be too good. I don't really think it would be, though. But it can hurt sometimes if you get it off on the wrong turn, and then you have to wait a turn to get it back. And then we didn't really use Dragon Queen's Gambit much. To be honest, I think this ability is very, very mediocre. I think it should 100% be a 1 cooldown speed. We have this equipment here that makes it faster, which can make it a little bit better, but 2 speed is just a death sentence for this ability. So when you're using Alex, it's mostly going to be these two. Sinestra, just absolutely insane as always. You just got to be careful about the big reds knocking her out. And Rogers, probably the biggest MVP of the bench. Rogers enabled us to win games that would not have been possible otherwise. And I don't think if we had like Karen in place of her for like the Diablo combo stuff, it would really have worked out as well. Again, could always try Karen in local R spot or Rag if you're running into a lot of the Valera Frost or just other Belinda freezing type of comps, because those can be kind of annoying for this build. So if you've seen a lot of those, maybe swap Locke here with Ragnaros. Might give you a little bit of an easier time. And it's something I'm probably going to test out eventually. But Locklar is still a really good unit, and especially if your opponent has more greens off the bench, he's just really powerful. And then last but not least, Diablo. Diablo's still a good unit, right? He definitely is not the oppressive force he was in 2021. But he is still powerful. There is no doubt about that. He and Rogers have some great synergies together, and he's just a good all-around bench unit. So You could try a whole lot of other stuff on this bench. I do think you want to keep the core of these 3 dragons, as the synergy between them is very, very powerful, but you could probably switch things up with the bench quite a bit and experiment with different stuff if you want to try something else. But that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, do remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.